So today we are back by popular demand with one of the most aggressive female rappers to walk the earth, Miss Foxy Brown. If you're new here, please see the links for part 1 and part 2 below. We've already covered her disputes with Queen Latifah, Queen Pen, Eve, Lisa Lopez, Natina Reed, Jackie O, and Little Kim. But thanks to all of the requests for her other beefs, we now have another video entirely dedicated to the second half of her disputes. So let's jump into part 3. What up guys, Ali here and welcome to Ali Talks Music. Add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get into the video. Foxy Brown vs. the Lady of Rage. This rather short-lived feud was started by Foxy Brown, which at this point is kind of a standard, which features guest appearances from MTV Real World contestant turned rapper Heather B as well as Nicki D. Foxy initially started this rumored beef by speaking negatively of both Heather and Rage around 1996. So around 1997, they worked on a diss track together aimed at her. The DJ premiered produced track was titled The Setup and featured another artist that had worked on a Foxy Brown diss, Nicki D, who had appeared on Name Calling Part 1 and had allegedly dubbed Brown a real nasty B-word. The setup was supposed to appear on Rage's debut album titled Necessary Roughness, but was later deleted from the lineup for undisclosed reason. Rage later claimed in an interview that she had never had any kind of beef with Foxy and she had been pressured into making the song, which also took aim at Little Kim.
Then it was some issues where he wanted me to diss Little Kim and Foxy Brown, and I wasn't. Like I said, me and Kim was cool, so I wasn't trying to do all of that. And I said, you know, why don't you, if you got a problem with them, why don't you see them personally? He's like, I don't want to Rage. I want to destroy his career. Like he didn't want to do any bodily harm. Like I don't want to kill him. I just want to destroy his career. Something like, I guess 50 Cent did to Ja Rule.
Miss Jade vs. Foxy Brown. This is another relatively short-lived and unrecorded feud that more or less went under the radar. As we all know, Foxy's biggest nemesis were Philadelphia rapper Eve and Brooklyn baby Little Kim. Miss Jade was also a Philly rapper, and in her early days between 2000 and 2002, she believed that she could back Eve up as a major rap stretch from Philly. Around this time period, in the midst of Eve and Foxy Brown's beef, Miss Jade decided to back up Eve and challenged Foxy Brown to a rap battle for $10,000. Allegedly, Foxy Brown's response was, "Tell Tim to use that $10K to support Homegirl." The feud continued to gather steam when Miss Jade accused Foxy Brown of relying on ghostwriters for her songs in 2003.
In the gym, hyping you up, you're breaking the rules, and we don't like that. Everyone knows you ain't like that.
Foxy Brown then declined to answer Miss Jade on the ghostwriting claims and never addressed Miss Jade on wax. Miss Jade, however, addressed Foxy Brown around 2010 and claimed their relationship was whatever, before adding that Foxy Brown does not want beef on that note. Now, I did have a conversation with Miss Jade about this a while back, and we were supposed to have an interview, but it just never materialized. So when she decides to talk about it, I'll be here.
I can't see you never having tension with people in the past.
Yeah.
Let's just get right to it. Eve.
I don't know her personally, but
Okay. She stayed in her lane. Whoa, okay. Foxy Brown.
I'm good on her.
What does that mean?
I'm just, you know, I don't really know her.
Yeah. You're cucumber cool.
Yeah,
if
cucumber cool.
If she want it, she can get it.
It's whatever.
Whoa! This is my new favorite artist in Philly, Miss Jade. It's whatever.
Did you tell her, keep my name out your mouth? Did you tell her that?
No.
Tell her now.
This was years ago.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? She's almost 400 pounds now.
Yeah,
Now's
man.
the time to tell her. Keep my name out your mouth, Foxy Brown.
That's played out stuff. What I'm saying is, if I feel like you got beef with me, then I got beef with you, and that's it. And that goes for whoever.
Right. So what you're saying is she don't really want it with you.
No, not on that note, she don't.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. We'll come right back on the Star and Buckwild Show.
Ja Rule vs. Foxy Brown. Now, who said Foxy Brown only beefs with women? Our certified queen of rap beef has also been known to feud with men, although statistically, mainly women. In another beef that was began by Foxy Brown ended up being a target to Ja Rule around 2002. In October of the same year, rumors were circulating that Foxy Brown was recording a diss track aimed at Jay-Z with Nas and Ja Rule. She quickly dismissed the rumors, but Ja Rule took it to a whole another level when he interviewed with Doug Banks in the morning during Thanksgiving week. The rapper claimed that he couldn't stand Foxy Brown, which obviously led to Foxy Brown standing up for herself and defending her honor. Foxy Brown allegedly heard the interview while helping her mother clean her house and was reportedly livid. Going against both her mother's and her manager's advice, Foxy Brown retaliated when she went on the show for her own interview. She informed Mr. Banks that she was flabbergasted by Ja Rule's comments, especially since she did not know him personally, and further criticized the show for setting him up with the question, "What do you think of Foxy Brown?" Foxy then went home and recorded a diss track aimed at Eve and Ja Rule called Get Off Me.
That's the shit I'm on and think I ain't hear this ass rap dude on Doug Banks in the morning.
Although Ja Rule did not release a diss track, things threatened to turn very dangerous around 2005 when Ja Rule and two of his bodyguards became initial suspects in the of Willie Bang Bang Clock. The reason they became suspects was because authorities linked the crime to revenge from a robbery that stemmed back to Foxy Brown's brother. Obviously they were not indicted, and Ja Rule still had nothing nice to say about Foxy. Around 2007, in the midst of Foxy Brown's own indictment for assaulting a prisoner, Ja Rule was asked what he would do if he ever saw Foxy Brown in person, to which the rapper replied, "Aw man, hold your head ma, you'll be alright." The pair then publicly made up around 2009, and to further solidify the end of their beef, both Foxy Brown and Ja Rule posed for a picture with other Def Jam alumni including DMX and Ludacris.
Big shout to Fox.
Big shout to Foxy Brown.
So anyway, it was a funny time. So Foxy was performing "Ain't No" that night.
Ain't no like the one I got.
No one could
better.
That was that thing. So they were performing that night. So I was there, and Fox was there, and you know, I was the little that all of the gangsters was showing love to, you know, sending me bottles, shit like that, and you know, just real showing love for my birthday.
Drinking Remy Martin at the time? Because you was a Remy Martin nigga.
Yeah, a lot of Henny already.
Yeah.
So Fox is like, yo, who's this? So Pretty comes and says, yo, come kick it with Fox.
So my Pretty boy.
Pretty
right?
boy, her brother,
yeah.
Pretty comes and says, yo, you know, Fox want to meet you, whatever. So I go downstairs with Fox and shit, we kick it. I tell her, you know, who I am, the rap. I'm trying to rap, do my thing and all that shit. So me and Fox, you know, we got a
Foxy Brown versus Remy Ma. This feud was also one of Foxy's biggest and most well-known. This time Foxy Brown did not start the beef, rather it was Remy Ma who took the first shot. Around 2004, when Remy was asked in an interview what she thought about Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown, as both had been very quiet from the music scene at the time, Remy Ma said the following: "How do I feel about them? Stay wherever they at. Don't drop a song, don't do nothing. Let me be the only one. I'm having so much fun. I hope they never come out. Nah, I wish everyone the best of luck. Just don't drop when I drop. That's all I gotta say. Matter of fact, just don't drop at all. It'll even be better." While this was undoubtedly the first shot, the tensions continued to simmer between the ladies when Remy refused to show any kind of respect to Foxy Brown at Fight Club after rap battling Lady Luck. Remy then challenged Foxy Brown to a rap battle in which the winner takes $100,000. This is what Foxy Brown had to say on the matter. "What? A battle? That's for beginners. We sell records in Brooklyn." Remy then responded, "When the last time you sold a record? Get the f out of here. I'd rather be a beginner that's on fire than be a washed up veteran. Are you f***ing serious? Don't try to degrade what I do." It was later discovered that Foxy Brown's lack of interest in the battle was due to Jay-Z's intervention when Jay told Foxy Brown that she was better than that. The feud continued to rise in tension as time went on. On one occasion, they both attended a Baby Fat after party, and Foxy Brown allegedly intentionally tried to bump into Remy Ma, resulting in strands of her weave getting caught in Remy Ma's bracelet. In response, Remy Ma yanked back her arm and pulled out the strands, after which Foxy Brown just kept going despite getting into a scuffle in the bathroom over girls cutting the line earlier in the night.
I feel you. So as far as like when you talking about with names and shit, you might not be throwing out like Foxy and that, man.
I don't like her, period.
At all.
At all. at all. Like, never mind the music. Yeah, she has songs that I like and the music like that. Come Fly With Me, that I listen to it to come on. I like the song. Her as a person, I don't like her, and I don't give a fuck. I'll say that shit to her, and she know I don't like her.
Yeah.
Period. Like, what I'm gonna be saying here, no comment, and shit whack. The streets know what it is. When shit be happening, we don't be in private, we be in clubs, offices, where other people see it, so that's how they get out. What the fuck I'm gonna deny it for when it's asking in the camera? I don't give a fuck. I don't like her. It happens. It's a lot of people I don't like. Like, if I sat here and named all the people in my life that I met I don't like, who cares? It's people that don't like me. I'm sure she don't like me. Do I give a fuck? No. She probably don't give a fuck that I don't like her. Who cares? Period. That's it.
At one point, the two were interviewed near one another, and Foxy Brown sent subliminal shots at Remy Ma when she said the following: "I've been doing this for years. These new chicks, they're not on my level." Around January of 2005, things came to a head after Foxy Brown sent subliminal disses at Remy Ma when they both attended Jay-Z's Best of Both Worlds tour. Things continued to escalate later after Foxy Brown did a Hot 97 interview segment with DJ Clue where she dissed Remy on the track We Hustlers and allegedly ranted, "Who drives 645s? That's whack. We sell records in New York. We don't just get on the radio station and pop shit."
Yeah, you was right, baby. We ain't in the business of making these careers. The incredible DJ Clue.
Days later, Remy Ma allegedly punched Foxy Brown in the Island Def Jam / Universal offices, although neither artist publicly confirmed the altercation. By around 2006, the world knew about Foxy Brown's hearing loss problem, and Remy Ma used that as inspiration for a diss track titled Most Anticipated, where she rapped,
"You picture me raw by washed up video chick, and how I'm arguing with Foxy, she can't hear shit."
Man, that was cold. Foxy did not retaliate at the time, but Remy could not keep the senior rapstress's name out of her mouth. And when Foxy Brown started recovering a bit of her hearing, Remy Ma said the following: "Now Foxy Brown suddenly got her hearing back. I wanted to be the first to inform her that she's whack and old." By around 2007, Foxy had recovered enough to retaliate, and she did exactly that in an interview with Sub-Zero magazine. Some of these female rappers have the wrong approach. They want to be my friend, and instead of approaching me like, "Hey, how you doing? You made me want to rap." Another chick, Remy, "Yo, what up with that battle?" And I'm looking at her like, "You bum ass." Nah, I don't do that. I'm a businesswoman, baby. Now, it didn't take long for Remy Ma to respond, and around 2007, she spoke candidly about the dispute. She admitted that she liked both Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim's music, and they influenced her, although she did not like Foxy Brown as a person. If you look at every female rapper that came out after Foxy Brown, or when she came out with Lil' Kim, to Eve, me, Jackie O, and even got to Latifah, like, how do you get in a fight with Queen Latifah? Like, are you serious? This chick is a problem. The beef seemed to simmer down after that, but did not even remotely think about it blowing over. It reignited around 2017 with Remy Ma's Sheetha. The track took shots at Foxy Brown's hearing problem from around 2006. Talk shit about me to a deaf B-word. And I usually have sympathy for the impaired, but not when you're hard of hearing from untreated gonorrhea.
Dead talking shit about me to a dead. And usually I have sympathy for them pair, but not when you hard to hearing from untreated gonorrhea.
While this was really a low blow, Foxy quickly retaliated with the Breaks Over, in which she spoke about having a healthy baby girl and spoke on Remy Ma's pregnancy issues. Pep that dirty BX beast. I'm a mother BK Savage. You heard? Yeah, I heard about that miscarriage.
We was on the island. Rem was a PC shook. She was never tough. She was never wailing.
The two rapstresses have continued to throw subliminal disses at one another throughout the years, although they have simmered down in their beef since. Still, they are by no means on friendly terms. Nicki Minaj versus Foxy Brown. Now, this feud was short-lived, strange, and rather one-sided. It started around 2010 when Foxy Brown called Nicki a liar for her recollection that they had a conversation about Lil' Kim. This came as a surprise, as Foxy had previously co-signed some of Nicki's tracks and had even gone on record saying that Nicki Minaj was the next big rap chick. By the end of 2010, Foxy had dropped a track where she rapped over the beat of Egyptian's Hold Ya and seemed to be firing subliminal shots at Nicki. Bad gal, we now wear pink hair. are what them girl them a study around here.
Bad girl when I wear pink here. I wear them girl I study around here.
Shortly after that, with no public input from Nicki, Foxy did a complete 180 in the beef and chose to side with Nicki Minaj in the Lil' Kim-Nicki Minaj beef. Around 2010, she referenced the rapper in her diss track at Kim called Massacre, paralleling their feud with Lil' Kim and rapping. First the hate on Foxy. 10 years later, now she hating on Minaj. In an interview with Billboard around 2011, she further endorsed the other rapstress by saying, "Nicki has always been cool with me. She and I have something online I did for her. It was a video shoot with Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. She wasn't signed yet. And she was like, Foxy is the first female artist who ever embraced me. She was classy, she was articulate. I'm so proud of her. Of course, people everywhere clearly are saying she wants to be Foxy, she wants to be Kim. Everybody's going to say that. But do I think she's doing an incredible job at branding herself? Yes, I do. When you're an icon in the music business like Mary J. Blige, Keisha Cole came out after her. You didn't hear Mary J. Blige starting a beef with her just because they compared her. Mary J. Blige stayed clean. She does what she does, and I do what I do. Now clearly Nicki Minaj and Foxy Brown sorted out their differences and became great friends, even posting pictures of their kids hanging out.
Intelligent and as beautiful and as talented as Nicki is, I had a conversation with her, and I'm just going to share a little bit of the conversation because I'm very funny about that.
Right. About being public with your relationships.
I'm so people. The perception is probably like Foxy is like, no, the people don't see me. I don't have industry friends, and no. I really cherish the very few relationships that I do have in this business. You know what I mean? Baby Sham is one of my best friends. The people just that don't know. But long story short, she and I had a conversation because you're right. I do see so much of me in her, and I said to her, Nicki, I took the shots.
What do you mean by that?
So in 95, what is it, 2013 and 1995 when I came out.
You took the shots.
I took
you made
all
the mistakes.
the shots.
You made the mistakes.
I had the best to show. I had to suit up.
You burned the bridges.
I burned the bridges. I kicked the doors down.
You kicked the doors down.
They closed the door, opened them back up. This is so funny. Like, I took those shots. Right. So now I say to Nicki, you don't have to beef with Mariah or even stay. Whatever. I can't say that because whatever her issue is, and she actually said to me, and this is all I'm going to share about that. And it's funny because we have our diction. You would laugh. You'd think 80-year-old like scholar girls on the phone. We are just like, she's like, that's like the pot calling the kettle black, Fox, because you are the one who would stand up for you. You are the one who would not take any shit from anyone.
Right.
Like, and I said, yeah, but guess what? It hurt me too. It hurt me too. Me calling Leor a devil is like you saying Barbara Walters is what was the word? I don't know. Whatever it was, derogatory. And I'm telling you, I'm the first one to tell you, like, I took the shots. I'm not a nun. I'm telling you, I took those shots. You don't have to do that. You're not a goody two shoes. You don't have to do. You don't have to do that. If you have a problem, we gonna ride. Like that's it. That's my girl. With Trini, we ride. Absolutely. And Nicki, she never had to. She lets everyone know that, and it's cool. It's what it is. But she to me, she does not have to have that added to her legacy. She doesn't. She just doesn't have. She doesn't have to.
Right.
Okay.
Brandy versus Foxy Brown. Now this one is kind of debatable as to whether it even deserves the title of beef, because despite the disrespect, Foxy Brown really didn't have anything to say about it. It began years ago in an interview when Brandy claimed she didn't like females in hip-hop who called other women and hoes. She then used Foxy Brown as an example, and when the interviewer asked if she liked Foxy Brown, Brandy's response was a resounding no. Now when Foxy Brown caught wind of the interview, she said the feeling was mutual. Well, I don't like Brandy and her popcorn image. And that seemed to be it, as neither artist addressed each other until 2021, when Brandy name-dropped Foxy Brown in an episode of the ABC drama series Queens. In the episode, Brandy says to Eve, "Please, you don't want none of this. I ruin careers. Ask Foxy." Now, Foxy didn't really respond to the snub. Instead, it was Love and Hip Hop's Hazel E that took to Twitter to air out her thoughts on the matter. Ever since Brandy played the little baby sister gangster on Star, she been acting real spicy. I don't give a f if it's scripted PR or not. The whole Foxy line just don't sit right with me. Like if someone wrote that your career was ended when you ran over that lady in 2000 whatever, yeah, I would say the script is DTM. I'm just saying. However, this drew a lot of backlash from the public, and many fans said that if Foxy Brown was not offended, then Hazel E should not be upset as well. Now that's it for part 3 of what happened to Foxy Brown. What happened to Foxy Brown in your opinion? Let me know down below. Video requests, be sure to let me know down below as well. New What Happened 2 video dropping soon. Also add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music. Till next time, peace.
Perfect.